In this video, I'm going to show you how you can see your success before it happens. Now, I'm not saying that you should go out and get a crystal ball or anything like that. That's not what I have in mind at all. What I'm suggesting is that you use the power of your mind to achieve your goals. And this technique is called visualization. And the theory behind it is that if you see your goal, you're going to be more likely to complete it. So you want to use your imagination, but don't just see yourself completing the task. Imagine how it feels when you've accomplished your goal. It feels pretty good, doesn't it, generally? Let me give you some examples of this in action. Now, you can use this technique in sports, and lots of professional sports people do actually use it. So, for example, if you're running a marathon, imagine how good it's going to feel when you cross that finish line ahead of everybody else. The feeling of euphoria that you're going to get as you break the tape and you run across in front of everybody else. You'll be exhausted, you'll be tired, but it'll be a real sense of accomplishment. Imagine how proud you're going to feel when they put the medal around your neck. That's the sort of thing. So you can see the goal, you can see that's what you want. Same thing in swimming. If you're in the swimming pool, you're swimming the lengths, you're swimming in a swimming gala or something like that, and you can feel yourself going through the water. You feel the water going past you. You reach for the side of the pool and you touch that side of the pool in front of everybody else, ahead of everybody else. Yes, you've done it. The feeling is feeling pretty good. You have a really good sense of accomplishment. Or if you play football or soccer, as it's called in some countries, imagine yourself actually scoring the goal. You can see yourself running up the field, dribbling the ball. You see your foot kick the football. It goes through the air, sails through the air, goes past the top of the goalie's fingers and in the back of the net. And yes, I've done it. That's the sort of feeling, the feeling of euphoria, the feeling of accomplishment. You know what it's going to feel like. And you can actually see yourself doing this. You can see yourself either from your own perspective, or you can see yourself from a perspective as an onlooker. Some people find that a good way to do this when they're using the visualization techniques in sports. But either way, you see yourself accomplishing the task and you feel how good it feels to actually go ahead and do that, to score the goal, to win the race, that sort of thing. And you can use this technique in business. Imagine the sense of satisfaction that you're going to get, the sense of excitement that you're going to get when you close that deal or when you sign the contract. Imagine the sense of pride that you're going to feel when you watch your product going into production. You can actually now physically see the fruits of your labor. You can see your idea being made if you're making a physical product, or if you're making a digital product. Imagine how you're going to feel the first time you see somebody actually using your app or playing your video game or watching your video, that sort of thing. Imagine how good it's going to feel when you move into your swanky new offices and you can show people around and say, yes, this is my business. This is what I do. This is the company I built up from nothing. Imagine the pride in that. Imagine how it's going to be when you can open your checkbook and write yourself a check for however much you want, knowing that you've got the funds to pay for it because your business is so successful. That's the sort of thing that you can visualize in business. That's how you can use this sort of technique. Imagine the sense of accomplishment that you're going to feel when your business has got to the level that you want to take it to, or to the next level, and then you can think ahead, well, where do I take it from here? That sort of thing. And of course, a lot of people use the visualization techniques in life. Imagine moving into the house of your dreams, one that you've built from scratch. You've had the plans drawn up and now it's built. And imagine walking up the path to the front door, opening the front door and walking inside, and you can see it all laid out exactly how you want it. This is the plan that you've done, that you've had drawn up, and now it's made, and there it is. And imagine the feeling of accomplishment that you're going to get. Or imagine driving the car that you've always wanted. Imagine opening the door and sitting in, and that lovely new car smell that you get. And imagine putting your hands on the steering wheel. Imagine turning the ignition key or pressing the start button and hearing the engine roaring. And imagine yourself driving it along a nice country road somewhere. That's the sort of thing that you can do. You can sort of see yourself actually doing this. And of course, in your romantic life as well, imagine being with the girl or the guy of your dreams. Maybe you have someone in mind already. Maybe you don't. Maybe you haven't met the right person yet. But imagine them in your mind. Imagine being with them. Imagine what it feels like when you're kissing. That's the sort of thing that you want to keep in mind. That's the goal that you want. And once you can see how it is going to be, then it makes you much more likely to accomplish that goal. And that's the true power of visualization. It trains your brain to recognize what efforts and resources are required to achieve your goal. And it creates motivation. If you can see the benefits of your completed goal, you'll want to get it accomplished ASAP. And it promotes positive thinking and boosts self-confidence. You now know that you have the power to get things done. You know that you can do it. You actually see it in your mind. You can see the end result. All you have to do is go out and get it.